years old, 6'4", 250 pounds.
Beautiful.
I'm in my prime. I'm just getting started. And let me put everybody on notice right now. If you think that this gold is going anywhere, you are wrong, because with this little camp, oh, Daddy, the Mag Daddy, the world heavyweight champion, and you all have to bow down to the reign of Magnus.
This is my trifecta. This is all this company needs, and we're on our way. Come on, boys. We're on our way.
That AJ Styles has is nothing but a way to hold up his skinny little britches. This is the only belt that makes you champion of the world, and it belongs to Magnus.
To Magnus, yes!
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 Celebrate him!
Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
We are back. This is the UK Tour Countdown Show. JB along with Christy Hemme. And we are getting set no matter where you live. You got to get ready as we are, packing our bags, headed your way.
Get ready!
Of course, we're talking about Dublin. We're talking about Glasgow, London, Manchester, Birmingham. All cities we're stopping coming up on the UK Tour. Now, I know one thing is for sure. When Magnus, the new world heavyweight champion, comes through that curtain, it is going to be a madhouse.
Crazy. Yeah. It's going to be nuts.
I'm going to put you on the spot. What do you think?
Oh, wow. I got to say this. In 108 years, there has never been, and this is a true fact, put it in your book, there has never been a British-born world heavyweight champion. That's a feat in itself.
No question about it. You can't argue with the record books, no question about it. The man's 27 years old,
a baby,
250 pounds, prime of his career right now, and he is the world heavyweight champion. We asked members of the Impact Wrestling roster what they thought. The reaction, that will happen when Magnus walks through that curtain in the UK.
How will the fans react to the new world heavyweight champion, Magnus? You know, I'm expecting a bit of a mixed reaction. I think there's going to be some countryman loyalty that some of the fans will have, and then I expect the rest of the fans to react how most people would react to a smug, kind of like Magnus, and that's what blew him out of the building.
The reaction to Magnus this year, I think is going to be really well received. I think, you know, obviously coming back to his home country, being a world champion is a huge deal. So, you know, I think there's going to be some mixed reactions, but for the most part, I think Magnus is going to be definitely somewhat cheered, I think.
Well, I got to say,
homegrown hero.
Yeah,
8 years.
I mean, in my opinion, people always love Magnus there. Now that he's the world champ, they're even going to love him more, bro.
Yep.
It doesn't matter that he's Team Dixie. I mean, we're Team Dixie. I think the people are still going to love us, and they're still going to love him. You know what I mean? It's where he's from. These people are going to be behind him no matter what he does, bro.
He's a smart guy.
Mm-hmm. Think about it.
We know what being a champion's like.
That's right.
I think Magnus is going to get a huge ovation. I think he's going to be the man when we go over there. Because what was the story? They hadn't had a British champion in 108 years, was it? That's a pretty amazing accomplishment for Magnus. And to be so young and to be as accomplished as he is, I think he's going to be a hometown hero.
Oh, they'll go crazy, I think, now that he's a world champion. I'm pretty sure they will go crazy over that.
You know, every time Magnus is there, you know, they have that pride. So he always gets a great reaction. So even though he's kind of been in a bad mood lately and kind of a bad guy and part of Dixieland, he will probably get a great reaction.
You know, Magnus, I believe the crowd in the UK, not only, that's his home turf. He's obviously on the side of, you know, with Dixie Carter and the Dixie Train or Dixie Stampede or whatever she's calling it, you know, but this year Magnus may get a 50-50 chant. Some of the people I think are going to back him because he is from the UK, but others I think they're going to hate him because, well, he's with Dixie.
You know, I think it's going to be kind of mixed signals for Magnus when he goes out there. Not, you know, on one side you got the countryman, you know, he's from, you know, UK and everything, but in a way, there's a lot of people there that think he kind of turned his back on the UK.
Well, I think the reception for Magnus is probably going to be a good one because even though the fans over here aren't very happy with him, it's been a little bit of a butt, he's still the hometown boy. So you can't not cheer for your hometown boy.
Probably, you know, considering that he is the world heavyweight champion, considering that he is the hometown boy, and considering that the fans in the UK generally are pretty amped up, I think Magnus is going to get a good reaction when he comes out there. Much deserved.
You know, it's going to be interesting when we go to the UK to see just how the fans react to Magnus. I'm sure that a lot of them are very proud. I mean, he's the first, you know, English-born world heavyweight champion in professional wrestling, and that is something to be proud of. But the way that he took it, the way that he got it, the route that he's now running, being Dixie's lapdog, I don't know if they're going to be so proud of that, and I don't know if they're going to like him too much.
Look who's coming to the United Kingdom, the lovely TNA Knockout Velvet Sky. I'll tell you what, I think ticket sales just went up. Here comes Velvet Sky Skyrocket. Very good.
Intended.
I like
How are
it.
you today?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited to be going back to the UK. I have such a huge fan base over there. They're so supportive of me, and I love each and every one of them.
I think I recall last year was a pretty special tour for you.
It was. I won the Knockouts title at Wembley Arena in front of my entire UK Pigeon Army, and it was because of you guys. You made it so emotional for me. It was just so, I was so pleasantly overwhelmed by everybody was on their feet, everybody was cheering for me. It was such a great night, and I want to make history doing that this year too.
All right, Wembley Arena will be one of the great stops that we're making. Of course, Birmingham. We're talking about Manchester. We're talking about Glasgow. Kicking things off in Dublin. It's the UK tour. Velvet Sky will be there for all the Pigeon Army.
Pigeon Army peeps, see you guys soon. I have nothing but love for you. Thank you for all the support. Seriously. Mwah.
I'm so excited. We got to see a little bit of it last week, and now we get to see more of the fan party footage.
That's right. We just heard from the TNA roster on how they thought the reaction would be for Magnus, the new world heavyweight champion, when he comes through that curtain on the UK tour. Well, now let's take a listen and take a look at what happened when Magnus came out. We had about 500 people at the garage in Islington for a huge TNA UK fan party over the holidays. Here's what happened. Here's what went down. Let's take you now to the TNA UK fan party footage.
I may be beautiful, but isn't she beautiful? I can't hear you, everybody. I said, isn't she beautiful? 108 years. We have waited for a Brit to win the heavyweight championship of the world. And Islington, London, England, the wait is over. Because finally, a Brit is on top of the world. Which means we are on top of the world. And I couldn't have done it without the help of each and every one of the Chief of Staff's hand-selected team working on behalf of our beloved TNA president, Miss Dixie Carter. That was not the response I was hoping for. Madam Dixie Carter. And not since Wembley Stadium in 1992 has there been a prouder moment for a British professional wrestler than when I captured the heavyweight championship of the world. And for each and every one of you here today that gets to share this moment with me, you're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is your new world heavyweight champion, Magnus.
We are on our way, and I'm so excited.
It's the highlight of the year. It only happens once a year. Impact Wrestling only makes one visit to the UK every year, and it's always the biggest tour we do every time out. Whether you're in Dublin, whether you're watching us in Glasgow, Manchester, Wembley Arena, London, get ready. We're taking over. And, of course, wrapping things up in Birmingham with a one-night-only event. If you see Impact Wrestling, if you watch it right here, you know how much fun it is. You know the atmosphere is off the charts. And you get a chance to see not only yourselves on TV, being across the world with the Impact Wrestling broadcast, but your chance to see it up close and personal, live and in person coming up. Can't wait to come on back. Christy, go pack your bags. I know you wait till the last minute. I'm packing my bags soon, too, because we're headed back over for the upcoming UK tour for Christy. I'm JB. Go get your bags packed.
Thanks, guys.
Get out of here. Pack those bags. She's got to start now.